brothers, siblings, grace and peace be with you in Jesus, the risen Christ. Hello, friends. I want to welcome you to this conversation with Mother Susan Haynes, who serves as the rector of St. Paul's in Mishawaka, and Canon Adrian Nyangabo, who is our missioner for community engagement. We want to share an invitation with you about an educational formational opportunity that's being developed. As most of you know, the Episcopal Church has made a commitment to addressing the sin of racism and looking for ways that we might engage in racial healing and racial reconciliation. Mother Susan came up with an idea that we are now planning, and I'd like to invite you to share a bit about what you hope for us to be a part of at St. Paul's.
Thank you, Bishop Doug. St. Paul's in Mishawaka has a commitment to education for formation as disciples who follow Jesus, and we applaud Presiding Bishop Michael Curry's invitation to look at issues around racial justice and racial reconciliation. So my idea was to offer an 11-week forum as part of our adult education process, where we look at the sin of racism and ways that we can become aware of it and ways that we can begin to repair the breach that has occurred. So we will be offering these classes for 11 weeks. As part of our preparation, I have asked my congregation to read this book by Robin DiAngelo, which is called White Fragility, Why It's So Hard for White People to Talk About Racism. And we would just like to invite anyone in the Michiana area to join us as we seek to make ourselves aware and make ourselves better disciples of Christ.
Thank you. Canon Adrian, you've had a significant amount of time to work with our faith communities around the issue of race and racial reconciliation. What do you think will be the challenge for people coming together around these conversations?
It's always not easy to talk about difficult issues, especially when the society and community is still struggling in the legacies and aftermath. So coming together intentionally to look at what are we living in, and what is the context of the moment, and what could we do? It's just an invitation of the church and the faith community to understand itself. Now, the church members do understand who they are and what they want to be. I will just maybe talk more about what Cameron Harder said in Discovering the Other. A church has that potential of bringing a change, and the change should not be based on the laws that regulate the society. It should rather just face on the interactions and the beliefs and assumptions that people have in their relationships. So having such a kind of gathering where people come to look at themselves and see how the context and the situation is, it's a matter of recreating, reinventing the humanity they want to be called. So that's very crucial in looking way forward in how to respond to the segregation, oppression that is still obvious in our society.
Thank you. So sisters, brothers, siblings, we hope to invite you to come to St. Paul's in Mishawaka. Wednesday, the 11th of September, is the first evening we'll be gathering to focus our attention and discussion on white fragility. The next Wednesday, we'll engage in some conversation with our sisters and brothers from Gethsemane and Marion, who've been doing some very important work around racial healing and racial justice. And then we'll build the curriculum from there. So Episcopalians, other Christians, friends of yours, invite them 7 o'clock at St. Paul's in Mishawaka to 8:30. Grace and peace. Blessings to you.